Hey, what's up? This is Ralph Suarez, writer and director of Purgatory Comics, doing a shout-out for Ronkonkoma, Long Island, and you are watching Real Life.
With actors, like you can feel each other when the magic is happening.
Very strong. We're here with Last Day of Summer, and you're watching Real Life.
Welcome to the Cozy Night Party and Award Ceremony for the 14th Annual Long Island International Film Expo.
Move over Hollywood. Long Island filmmakers are trying to show the West Coast that movies can be done right here.
Well, way back in the day, 13 years ago, we were approached by the Long Island Film and TV Foundation, which time obviously I was not a member. They wanted to put on a film festival. They had been doing a few things in Suffolk and had done nothing in Nassau, and asked us if we'd get involved. So we found the movie theater at the time, which Ann and Henry Stamfel owned the Malvern Cinema, which is where we first did LIIFE. It really evolved. It was supposed to be something different, and then we ended up pretty much having to run the whole thing by ourselves. So we put together in about 12 weeks an entire film festival. It was actually fairly successful for the first year, and for our closing party we had it at Sands Point Preserve Mansion in the Hempstead House. Like Steve Guttenberg came and Steve Buscemi came, and we honored Steve Buscemi with the Creative Achievement Award.
I feel bad. My dad just went to get me a beer and he's missing. Oh, there he is.
Karen Allen, who was in Animal House, came, and Kim Rutherford from Melrose Place, and all the celebrities started coming out for this little event that we started.
Debbie Markowitz contacted us 13 years ago, and ever since we've been together, and asked if we would participate in the film festival. And originally we did it at the Malvern Cinema.
Well, basically, Malvern was a great location. However, we started outgrowing it. We maybe had 3 screenings a year that would sell out, but people were coming in from the city and out of state, and we really didn't want to turn people away.
This is the train to Pamela. Next up, Belmore.
We also operated this theater, which is probably one of the oldest theaters on Long Island.
The location was great. It's right by the Belmore train station, so people coming out from the city could just jump on the train and be out in half an hour. And also people from Suffolk would take the train as well.
It's still the only single screen in Nassau County.
And plus it had a stage for Q&A, very important. We did our early panels on the stage as well.
So we decided maybe it's best we move it here, and it was a really great decision. We rip each other's hair out of our head, as you could see.
Well, we get about 400 films a year, every different variety, shorts, features, documentaries, and whatnot. And out of those, we only screen somewhere between 77 and 140, depending on the length.
In the beginning, we maybe had 100, 150 submissions. Now we're close to 400 submissions.
Having to watch 400 to 500 films may not sound like a lot, but when you figure that's 600 to 800 hours of your life.
These are my clotheslines I made out of dog leashes I found in the garbage. See? Come on in, this is my home. If you want, I'm going to sit over here because I was working on this painting.
We have about 7 judges. They do change from year to year. There's a core of 3 or 4 that pretty much stay the same. They have to be in the film industry in some way. And then basically it's a very diverse board of judges. So we really get to see, the likes and the dislikes, and whatever the median score is what determines what's going to be in the film festival.
As a side thing, not only do I like to make films, I like to just critique films, just strictly as a hobby. So I asked if I could be a judge. I showed her samples of my work, and she liked it, and she knows I'm a filmmaker, and I'm well-versed in talking about films, so here we are. I was also a judge.
It's really actually amazing to watch all these things and to see things suddenly appear that you weren't expecting much. You pop in the disc, you look at it, and then suddenly you're just so totally engrossed in the film.
That's the joy of the film festival for me, and I'm sure for most of the people that help us. It's where you actually have an independent filmmaker that actually makes a film, and it becomes just a wonderful piece of work.
Shut up! There's a giraffe?
I'm happy to come back, but at the same time, I'm a stranger here. The harder the day, the better the celebration will be.
And that happens every year. Every year we have a couple of filmmakers that everything just falls in place for them, and you just enjoy watching them show it to the audience and having that place to show it.
You want to try, Joey? Now, give me a hand. Now, you got to keep it steady.
The review, they nearly put me out on the street.
That review is how I honestly felt about your performance. Would you rather I lied about it?
Maybe. You could at least have the decency to tell me about it before you put it up.
Oh, no, where's the fun in that?
Oh, so this is a game to you.
Not in the slightest.
But when you see something like that, whether it's a short film or a feature film, and it's made magnificently, no matter what corner of the earth it's from, if it's local, great. If it's from Israel, fine. I mean, wherever it comes from, it doesn't matter. But it's seeing somebody that took their idea and made an independent film and made an amazing film that you know is going to be seen all over the world eventually. And that's always great when you come to that.
The film is based on an incident that happened on Long Island. I still reside for the most part in Long Island with my family, and the folks with the Nassau County Film Commission had something to do with me finding the place to shoot this film.
You always want local films. Local films, people are excited to see them if somebody from their hometown made a film. The papers and the media always want to cover local people as well. So when you can get a great film that's local, it's amazing.
It's even better when it's snowing out, hard like it is right now. Yeah, you just want to melt into the other person so you don't have to move. Exactly.
Filmmakers filmmaker wins an award at the Long Island International Film Expo, there's a lot of different things that can happen to them. One of the things that happened to a film that we had called Malevolence, it was a horror film. At the time, we did not show a lot of horror films. The filmmaker, Stephen Mena, who was a local filmmaker from Long Island, he won Best Feature Film.
I love this festival. This is the third time I've been to this festival. My first film, Malevolence, won this festival Best Picture in '03, and off of that win, we actually secured distribution through a major company, Anchor Bay Entertainment. So that was kind of the start of the success that I've had subsequently in filmmaking.
Best Feature Film. Bereavement.
And the award for Best Director of a Feature Film. Stephen Mena for Bereavement.
Path to redemption begins with forgiveness, absolution. You're my witness.
Oh, it feels fantastic. It feels I love the validation I feel from getting an award from my local hometown and being here in Long Island. So it's great. I'm really appreciative of this. The fact that the film deals with extremely dark and violent subject matter, and to get validated by an international film expo really is a great way to say, hey, you know what? It's a sick film, but they liked it.
So here to accept the award is last year's Best Feature winner. You might remember him. He came to the award show in shorts and a t-shirt as if he was off to the Hamptons, Mr. Stephen Mena.
All right, just so everybody can see, I actually won the not only the feature award, thank you, but I also won the $25 Target gift card. And I got some pants.
He has since had every film he's made financed almost upfront. He's gotten celebrities in his films, and a distribution deal is pretty much in place before he even finishes the film, which is amazing.
I love watching them get so enthusiastic. Like this year, Ralph Suarez from Purgatory Comics was literally bouncing after the awards ceremony. He had the statue, and you couldn't stop him. He was just burbling. He was so happy.
The acknowledgement is bigger than me. It's I grew up on Long Island. I've lived here my whole life. I've been to other festivals, but to be acknowledged by a Long Island festival is just the most. It warms my heart in ways. It's so huge.
I spent years in school. I have a degree. I've worked so hard.
We all work hard, but at least in here we're a team.
No, I mean I was trained for something else.
Yeah, marketing. And you use those skills every single day.
I can do better than this.
Hi, so despite what that clip might make you feel, my movie's actually a comedy. So I hope you check it out sometime at purgatorycomics.com. Wow, I was not ready, but...
A few years ago, I saw two filmmakers do something that people talk about, but I don't think they've ever done it before. They took two totally different films and filmed them simultaneously using the same actors and using the same equipment and using everybody the same, but the films were completely different. There was a comedy called Video Guys that Dan Brennan and Gene Brennan had produced, and then there was a film called Night for Day, which was produced by Russ Camarda, which is a very deep, dark vampire movie.
You try turning it off and turning it back on? I turned it off and I turned it on. Look, I mean, it's green. It's a chip or something. You know what? Just go get the backup. It's probably in the car.
Yeah, it should be in the car, but see, it's not in the car. It's in the office, because I was using it in the office this morning, because this worked last night.
Guys, they're coming in early, 15 minutes.
So we don't have a backup camera?
We have a backup camera. We just don't have a backup camera.
I'm not afraid of the dark. I've spent my whole life in it. There's the world you're born into. And then there's the world you yearn to be part of. Now that I've gotten a glimpse of the light, I don't want to go back.
The Audience Award goes to Fred Carpenter for his film, Jesse.
The Long Island premiere of director Fred Carpenter's film Jesse packed the theaters at the Long Island International Film Expo in Belmore Friday, July 8th.
You know, it's a nice moment for everybody. You know, they're coming to a premiere, they're seeing a movie that's really entertaining. You know, and there's other filmmakers here that are supporting me. You know, there's no jealousy. Everyone's rooting for each other because we all know how tough it is.
Thank you so much. First, I want to thank my producers who are with me, Helene, Marianne, and Donna, who've been very supportive. I want to say to Omar DeSante, Eric Roberts, William Forsythe, I thank them so much. I was contacted by the Associated Press, Variety, and numerous radio outlets. Over 1 million people read about my film and heard about it because of the Long Island International Film Expo. Thank you so much.
Wie schwer kann es denn sein, den Nachtschlitzer daran zu hindern, sein nächstes Opfer in Einzelteile zu zerlegen? Lasst es mich wissen, meine Freunde. Ruft mich an.
Mein nächstes Opfer ist gefunden. Oh, welch schwere Qual. Sie wird erleiden viele Wunden. 5 sind's an der Zahl. Was macht unser Held?
We had a filmmaker come in from Italy, and I conversed with him back and forth, and he did not know a lot of English, but when he came in, he was very concerned about not being able to answer the Q&As. So I'm getting ready to go into the theater itself, knowing that the owner speaks some Italian. Maybe that would be helpful. And before I'm even out the door, I hear this full-fledged Italian conversation going on, and I turn around, and a gentleman, an actor, had come in from a film from Canada. Turns out he had lived in Italy. The two of them are conversing like long-lost friends. They were together the entire film festival.
Il postmodernismo americano. E mi sono ispirato proprio al postmodernismo americano per questo.
Okay. So he fell in love with American literature, American film, American movies, American lifestyle. And quello è un tipo perché di sé hai fatto questo film. So he just generally fell in love with the whole American style of film, life, culture, all of it.
Every time Julia would get interviewed, Alina would just, be right next to him answering questions. They still, I know, keep in touch on Facebook. And that was amazing.
So beautiful festival. Thank you so much. And my 4 actors that I love them. It's okay?
He wants to thank all his actresses for the great work.
Okay. And e quindi per me è un onore ricevere un premio in America da voi.
And for him it's a great honor to accept an award from an American film festival.
At the very beginning, it was myself, Ann Stampfel, Henry Stampfel. Yes, they do own the theater. However, they're very integral to putting this together. Over the years, we've added Corey Mills-Diskin. Corey's been amazing running our Filmmakers Lounge. Cheryl Martin started with us a couple of years ago. If you need anything and you don't want to have to pay for it and you want to get a local company to pitch in, Cheryl's the one that's going to go there and get it for you. Donna Sirianni and Cheryl also do our interviews. John Marine we've been working with for several years now. He's our tech director. Jim Cook started a few years ago. Jim, it's kind of funny, he started out as my intern when he was still in college, and he came back to help out a couple of years ago. He's now on the board of the Long Island Film and TV Foundation. And John Lazaro was also one of my interns and John's help judge in the past. Mitchell Bard from Snapper Films. Mitchell has been running basically putting together the panels since we started doing panels. Donna McKenna has also been extremely helpful. She's a casting director, and it's great to have a casting director at the film festival. Everybody wants to talk to the casting director. They want to be in a movie, and she has actually found talent at the film festival. Everybody who works on the film festival, it's a labor of love. We don't get paid extra for it. It's on top of our regular jobs or instead of a job on occasion.
So grab your popcorn and soda and head to Belmore. Many young filmmakers from all over the world have come here to Long Island for a film expo to showcase their work in the hopes of one day making it big.
Fantastic. I mean, it's extremely well done, well handled festival. We came here on Sunday and saw some films, and the films were just top notch.
Ed Burns.
Flash forward a couple of years, I made Brothers McMullen, and as I told you, it didn't get accepted anywhere. And I was pissing and moaning, and I was pissed off, and I was the angry young man. So my dad takes me out for a beer, and I'm going on and on about how I don't understand. Hollywood must suck. How do they not understand how brilliant this film is?
Man is like a banana. Strong and firm, bright and phallic. And he's protected by his all-important shield. But when a woman comes along, she sees this bright phallic beast, and she wants it.
And he says, wait, let me ask you a question. I remember when you were making the film. We shot the film in 12 days. You said to me when you finished, those were the 12 greatest days of your life.
Wow, now that is a great love story. With a mom like that, you'd think he'd be a hopeless romantic instead of a loveless pessimist.
I said, yeah, they were. He said, well, what the is the problem then? He goes, listen to me, you got 12 great days. If you made the film because you want to go to Hollywood and, hang out and go to parties and do all that, well, then I'm sorry that I invested any money in the film and supported the cause. If you made the film because this is what you need to do and what you love, well, then here is my answer to you. Go get another 12 days. Find another $10,000 and just go and make another movie.
I do want to thank the Long Island Film and Television Organization and the Long Island International Film Expo, which is now in their, 13th year? 13th year, which is amazing. And I hope soon to have a film play there.
Hi, Cheryl Martin here with Real Life, part of the Long Island International Film Expo.
My name is William Goins. I produced and directed Faith in a Seed.
My name is Julie Tortorici. I am the writer and director of Milestone.
Hi, I'm Larry Ziegelman. My film is You Shouldn't Have. I'm the writer and director.
Hi, I'm Donna Sirianni, and you're watching Real Life, program of the Long Island International Film Expo.
The winner for Best Director in a Short Film is Federico Castelluccio for Lily of the Peace, my boy. Ben Foster and Mark Dennis for Strings.
Film Expo is true to the
Megan Grace O'Leary for The True of the Heart.
Is Andrew Ruth, True of the Heart.
To have won Best Short is just an absolute, it's like a dream come true.
I want to go to Disneyland.
It's a huge honor. We're just so proud of the film. We're proud of,
No, look, it looks like an Oscar.
It also focuses on actual filmmakers here on Long Island to submit their films. There's categories specifically for Long Island filmmakers, student filmmakers. You get great awards here. You get film packages. You get finishing funds. It's that route of independent filmmaking that they support that I love. It's not just about the finishing product. It's about helping them to get along and to expand filmmaking out here on Long Island, in Nassau County specifically.